Sully here, the retired tanky anchor and country squire these days. Welcome to, what am I calling the channel these days? Just calling it Sully the retired tanker anchor because, as I said in that short video that I posted about a month ago, I am rebooting this channel. Music videos are pretty much done because I sang just about every song I know. So I'm not saying I won't do music in the future. It's just that it's more likely that it's going to be what's going on in the area where I live, which is Western Chester County now. For the record, I moved here the week after Thanksgiving. This is actually my sister's house. She owns the house. But the plan always was that once she buys a house, I was going to move in with her. And any money that I give her in the form of rent, she is going to apply to the principal of the loan. She still is able to make the full payment out of her salary. So, having me here is not necessarily a necessity, except she wants to retire early. And as she said, she wants to retire. She told me this. She wants to retire in an Andrew Wyeth painting, which is why we are out here in beautiful Western Chester County. Excuse me. So, where to begin? Still, tell you the truth, going through the bumps and grinds of getting settled into a new place, even though I've been here 3 months, almost 3 months, and I am starting to get comfortable here. I've been driving around the roads in this area trying to get ideas for upcoming videos, and I'm probably going to start shooting them either when I get another camera. I need a camera, or a new phone. I desperately need a new phone. My current phone is about 7 or 8 years old, and it's acting weird. So I was going to call the channel Chester County Chronicles, but then I realized that Lancaster County is not that far away. Berks County is not that far away. Lehigh Valley, or Lehigh County, is not that far away. Schuylkill County is not that far away. You remember a couple years ago I made a video up in Schuylkill County visiting my ex-girlfriend Carol. And like I said, I just want to drive around the environs and see what it's like around here and come up with ideas for videos. There's a town near here called Paradise, so I know I'm going to make a video called Welcome to Paradise. But towns around here have some strange names. We got towns called Intercourse, Bird in Hand, Climax. And that's where the Amish people live. And I do see Amish people here where I live. My mailing address is Coatesville, but I actually live in Sadsbury Township. And yes, we do see the Amish here. The local Walmart and Home Depot have sheds to park Amish buggies. And I do see Amish buggies out on Route 30. And just the other night, I was coming back from somewhere and pulling onto the road, onto the street that I live on. There was an Amish buggy going down the road. And he was doing what the Amish do, staying close to the road. But I was turning in there, and he was slowing down like, I was going to pass him, but I just let him go by so that I could make the turn. And just this morning, I was sitting at a light out on Route 30, and there was an Amish buggy coming, and I was turning left. I was going into the Walmart because I had to get stuff like mops and buckets because, got to keep this place tidy. But I yielded, turning left, and I yielded to the Amish buggy. And I got to give the Amish people credit. They know how to use their turn signals. But I saw one poor Amish guy where Business 30 and regular Route 30, they call it the 30 bypass because it bypasses Downingtown and Coatesville. And it goes out west of Coatesville. And yes, I just pointed west when I did that. Excuse me. But we got farm fields around here, cornfields, and I guess sometime in January. We've had lovely weather lately, and a lot of the farmers around here, whether they're Amish or whether they're the English, which is what the Amish call the non-Amish, they were fertilizing their fields with the old-fashioned way of using manure. And you smell that manure, and it's God, it's a very, very earthy, very real smell. And people say, "Oh, it's shit." No, it smells great. When I smell that smell, especially since it's been warm weather, and that groundhog is a liar, by the way. I know the spring's just around the corner. I'm looking out the little bed out here to see what work I have to do with it. There's 3 hydrangeas, and about half the branches on them are dead wood. So I don't know if I'm going to prune them or dig them up and plant new things. There's a couple plants out there, but I noticed some green leaves starting to snake up from the ground, and I'm wondering if they're crocuses or tulips or daffodils or something like that. But we're going to have flowers, and if they're bulbs, I'm gonna see what comes up. But I definitely have to get that bed cleaned out, weeded out. Maybe take some of those plants away and plant new stuff. I'm partial to azaleas, Pieris japonica, euonymus, the jade euonymus, not the winged euonymus. I don't like the deciduous. Well, I do like the deciduous euonymus, the burning bush that turns red in the fall. But I'm thinking of planting jade euonymus. And like I said, I got to get these beds cleaned out. So that's on my to-do list. Nice thing is, we haven't had any snow to speak of this winter. So I didn't have to shovel any snow. Not that, well, there's a driveway in the back, and I think we're responsible for clearing that. My sister parks her car in her garage. I park out on the street, and there's a little walkway out to the sidewalk. The homeowners association probably takes care of cleaning the snow off of the walkways and the roads, and we have to do our own driveways and little walks up to the sidewalk. But he says a pool. Probably will open up around Memorial Day, but one of the first things I did when I moved out here was to join the YMCA. In the past, I belonged to YMCA when I still lived in Philadelphia, and so I joined up when I got here, through Silver Sneakers, so it doesn't cost me anything. As much as I think the lottery is a scam, keep on scratching, Pennsylvanians. Paying for my free membership at the Y. So anyway, debating on what I'm going to do with the channel. I came to the decision that I don't know yet. But I was going through some of my old pictures, and I found some pictures that I took the day after Hurricane Sandy. And I thought, you know what? That might make a nice video. Why don't I see what I can do with that? So without further ado, here are some of the pictures that I took back in Philadelphia in October 2012, the day after Hurricane Sandy.
You know the year of 1900, that was 60 years ago. Death come howling on the ocean, death call, you got to go. Now Galveston had a seawall just to keep the water down, but high tide from the ocean spread the water over the town. Oh, wasn't that a mighty storm? Yeah, wasn't that a mighty storm in the morning? Oh, wasn't that a mighty storm? Night blew all the people all away. You know the trumpet give them warning, said you'd better leave this place. Oh, no one thought of leaving till death stared them in the face. Then the train at the station were loaded, all the people leaving town, and the trestle give way with the water. The train, they went on down. Oh, wasn't that a mighty storm? Yeah, wasn't that a mighty mighty storm in the morning. Wasn't that a mighty storm that blew all the people all away? Yes, rain it was a falling. Thunder began to roll. Lightning flashed like hellfire. Yes, the wind began to blow. And it's death, the cruel master. When the wind began to blow, rode in on a team of horses. I cried, death, won't you let me go? Oh, wasn't that a mighty storm? Yeah, wasn't that a mighty storm in the morning now? Wasn't that a mighty storm that blew all the people all away? You know, trees fell on the island, the houses give away. Some they strived and drowned, and some died in most every way. And the sea began to roll in. Meaner ships they could not land. And I heard the captain crying, God save a drowning man. Oh, wasn't that a mighty storm? Yeah, wasn't that a mighty storm in the morning now? Wasn't that a mighty storm? What blew all the people all away? On a death, your hands are clammy. Got them on my knee. You come and took my mother. Won't you come back?
Yeah, it was a mighty storm, wasn't it? The music you heard, by the way, that was Tom Rush. One of my favorites. And that's a song that he usually does for the last... Every time I've seen him, he's played that song as his last song. It's, was that written by Eric von Schmidt? I think it was written by Eric von Schmidt. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the song is called Galveston Flood. But anyway, that's what this is about. It's that I don't know what I'm doing. But that's nothing new. For Sully, the retired tanker yaker, I am Sully, the retired tanker yaker. Safe and happy travels.